Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, I am Lauren Jumps and this is Mr. Jumps, aka Stuart.
Hello again.
So a lot of you recently I've been seeing like quite a few questions come up about Stuart, little things here and there, and also like assumptions as well about my work and how we work and whether we work together and things like that. So I thought it would be interesting to do a bit of a Q&A, and actually I put the post on yesterday and loads of you have had questions. So I have all these questions with me now. Let's get into it then. Aria Katzner has said, what's Mr. Jumps' actual name and how and when did you two meet?
Am I answering that one?
This is Stuart, I've already said.
Yeah, I'm Stuart.
And actually, yeah, Mr.
Not
Jumps
Mr.
is
Jumps.
literally it's just funny. Who even started that?
Don't know, other people in the jump rope community, I think,
Yeah.
when we met up with people.
Just in case it's not clear, because I know a lot of people have assumed this before, that my surname is Jumps. It's not. But yeah, you can answer how we met.
How did we meet? We met just after Christmas in 2014 in a local nightclub.
In Havana, in St Albans.
In St Albans, yeah. That's where the magic happens.
It was the day after Boxing Day. It
Yeah.
must have been, Christmas must have fallen so that the day after Boxing Day was
On a weekend.
a weekend.
Yeah.
I was out with my friend Chrissy, but it was really quiet. You were with your mates on your like all day piss up, which I've since obviously found out that happens every year.
Tradition, yeah.
So you were very, very drunk, but equally so was I. And yeah, we met there. The rest was history, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This one made me laugh. Does she say in it instead of isn't it in real life?
No.
Yeah, I do. Are you joking?
In it?
Yeah, like I go in it. I can't imagine myself going, isn't it?
I can't imagine you saying either isn't it or in it, but obviously it does come up in conversation from
Yeah.
time to time.
Into these ones. So I actually wanted to get into these ones early because it's interesting to me. Question to you both. How much recovery, editing, late nights, early mornings, and then thinking of the next video, does that take both of you? And then also someone said, what role does Mr. Jumps play in the production of the videos and shorts?
I do everything.
How songs and wardrobes decided on? Does Mr. Jumps work outside the skipping business? Mr. Jumps does not work inside the skipping business. Not, but hard, no.
But on the odd occasion.
On the
I'll
odd
help you with
occasion,
something.
and I'll rope into things like this. And like if he's got the day off work, and like when I was going to see who dancer size, Rachel, I was like, let's do it. I'll do it on the day that you're off, and then you can film behind the scenes, and it's helpful. For all my day-to-day videos, all of my short videos, everything else, and all the ideas, and
everything people see every day on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
just
you.
all me.
It's just you on your own. Yeah.
There's
There's not a team.
There's not a team. All my
But I'm happy
videos.
to take some credit for it.
I do get it because I think it's confusing for people because my shorts, there's a lot of camera movement by the looks of it, but I do all that in edit myself, so it appears that the camera is moving live, but it's actually I edit the movement in. I choose all the music myself. I definitely choose my outfits myself. I think even if you were doing something.
Well, I don't know. I have to agree with you. You know, if you ask me something that's good, I can't say no. That's, the men out there, they know what I'm saying.
I'm not that bad.
No, you're fine, really.
It's just me, innit?
Innit?
And I'm.
There you go, you said it.
I am up late, but then at the same time, I'm not necessarily an early bird, so I'm often
you've always
doing
been a
things.
night owl,
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
often
fair.
doing things at like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. I mean, recovery, I think as well, is another thing. I think people think that I'm jumping 24/7. I never jump more than 5 days a week. I
Okay,
normally have
so
2 or 3 rest
5
days.
days a week.
But yeah, it is.
And you go to the gym at
But,
least, what, 3 or 4 times a week
Yeah,
as well?
but my sessions are like 45 minutes to an hour. And then it's actually the jumping is actually the smallest part of running my business. All the editing and everything else.
On a good day, filming a routine, if you got it in 1 or 2 takes, you probably could be done in 10 minutes.
Not 10 minutes. So outfits, I feel like I just have quite a set style now when it comes to what I like to wear. I like to wear lots of colour. Like you rarely see me in black.
Apart from now.
Apart from now, you know what? It's true though.
When you're going out, you're always
when
in black.
when I'm going out, I'm always in black. But when I'm doing my jump rope sessions, I like being in colours. So moving
I
on.
don't know how you do this whole in front of the camera thing. I'm just so fidgety. I want to keep moving.
I don't know. I don't think I'm particularly good at it.
No,
Moving on, because now we've answered the question that you don't really work with me. What do you do for work?
I work in the motor trade, so I've worked in the motor trade since I left school.
What's it like being married to an internet sensation like Lauren? And they also said, do you and Lauren have any children? Is that one?
Not unless you count
Pixie and Kingsley.
Yeah, they're like children, aren't they? What's it like being married to an internet sensation? I don't know. I mean, apart from you have your ups and downs, but I'd imagine it's just like being married to anyone. Oh no, it's not like being married to anyone else because it's the same. You know, you're no different.
I haven't changed.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you've changed.
It's just more like what's it like being married to Lauren?
Yeah. Go on, read that one out. I know you want to.
How do you handle the thousands of comments of men pining after your wife? I feel like you don't read those though.
I do read them, but it's just, what are you going to say? Good luck to them.
You know what? There are a lot of, I'm not going to address these ones individually. Some of the comments in this is like, someone was like, oh, you're married, unsubscribe. Oh, that's just weird to me. Like, you only subscribe to someone who's single. What was the hope that you're going to be with them someday? I don't understand it, personally. Why is Mr. Jumps not jumping alongside you in your videos?
I wouldn't be able to keep up for a start. I'm probably a substandard jump roper at best. I can do the basics, like actually jump over a rope or do a crossover or a double under, and that's...
A double under?
I can do a double under. When not putting that on camera.
Not when I'm watching.
No. What's my technique like?
I feel like you've heard me bang on about stuff enough that you know what you need to do. So like do keep your hands
I've subscribed to Fancy Feats actually and been learning on there.
Actually, I remember thinking, because when I started with habits. I didn't know everything I know now, so I picked up all the wrong things, like having a long rope and having my arms out to the side. But by the time you picked up a rope for the first time, you'd heard from me what to do. What
things not to do.
So you started on
keeping my arms in, that sort of thing. Yeah, just.
So I think that helps.
Yeah, I think subconsciously I probably learn a few things from you.
Since you joined YouTube as Lauren Jumps, what has been your favourite experience so far?
I mean, I can answer what my favourite.
I know yours will be going to the US.
Yeah, that was a great trip. Yeah, we got to meet loads of interesting people.
I think for me, probably that, like jump rope weekend this year.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was a really great weekend. The freestyle football tournament last year.
Oh yeah, with Red Bull, yeah, that was great.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think it's just being able to travel for your job, which is fun. I'm very lucky to be able to do that. How long have you been jump roping, and what are some tips for beginners?
Sign up to Fancy Feats.
I've been jumping since April 2020. I started then because I got furloughed from my job at the time, and then I just started this as a new hobby, and then started sharing my videos, and before I knew it, things had taken off. Tips for beginners.
You've got a beginner's guide as well, actually.
Yeah, I've got a free guide. Yeah,
the free guide, I'd recommend that.
I had to figure stuff out at the start. I made the mistake of just figuring out a skill before I even really understood what might be a good drill to actually do before you learn that skill. Now it's like I have all that information, and that's why I built Fancy Feats, and I built it in a way that really, really holds people's hands through the process. All of my best tips, I'd start with that free guide because you'll be able to get started with that, and then if you are really into this and want to level up and learn lots of fun things, then you can look at downloading Fancy Feats as well.
And they get a 7-day.
There's a free 7-day trial.
Yeah.
Salesperson.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help it. It's of course it happens.
Since your wedding to Lauren was postponed due to COVID, and that was the time when she began her amazing enterprise. Tell us what it was like to see the growth in her work, particularly with Fancy Feats app. What advice do you have for other spouses of entrepreneurs?
Just be grateful and appreciative. You work really hard. I probably don't tell you that enough, but you do.
Okay.
And you get out what you put in ultimately. I mean, that's just, you give that advice to anyone doing anything. If you put in no effort, you won't get a result. And if you put in loads of effort, even if you're not the most skilled at doing something, you'll still get a good result out of it if you try hard enough. You work hard all the time. You're always working on something in some respect. Yeah, I really can't fault you for that. So,
Mr. Jumps, how has this new journey with Lauren changed your lives?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's changed our lives too much. We still live in the same house, do the same things we did before.
We kept our feet on the ground.
I think we feel a little bit more comfortable. Well, I think our work-life balance in general is much better now.
It's better now, yeah. I think it got worse, but now it's better.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is aimed at me. Is there a diet you keep to maintain your energy levels?
Well, it's aimed at me as well, obviously.
I don't have a diet. I'm very flexible. I'd say I'm conscious.
You probably eat a lot more than people think.
I eat a lot.
Because you have to, because you burn a lot of calories. So.
And I've just always been like that, generally. Like, I've had massive appetite.
Yeah, even when I met you, you've always... It's really frustrating when you go out for dinner and you're hoping there might be a few leftovers. And there's never any when Lauren's there. In fact, she's probably more than happy to take something off my plate. So it's very disappointing from that perspective.
Like even things like alcohol, like I don't.
I love a glass of red wine.
I love a glass of wine. Yeah, I'm just chilled. I don't. I think I'm conscious, so I make sure that I eat good food and probably lots of it basically. Do you do any other exercise besides skipping? So I also lift weights. I've actually lifted weights longer than I've done jump rope. So I've lifted weights for about 10 years now. That sort of bodybuilding style training, like I feel good, feeling strong. And I actually think since I've started the jump rope, I feel even stronger. Like I just feel like I don't have any twinges or anything, like my legs on leg day. Like I just feel like jump rope has like strengthened my knees. Yeah,
your knees and your core and that sort of stuff.
And it's made me so much fitter, like my stamina is better. This one made me laugh. I'm a curious fellow. I like that Edward admits it. Did your YouTube channel pay for that nice new fence quite a while ago?
Not really.
I actually think back then I wasn't on YouTube much.
No.
I was more on Instagram.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, Instagram, there's no being completely transparent. YouTube obviously they have the ad revenue, so you do get paid on YouTube, but I've never earned a penny from Instagram. I work with brands as a result of my following, so part paid for that, but you paid for it.
It wasn't
as well.
gifted or anything.
No.
We did pay for it.
But you part paid for it as well. Yeah. So joint account job. How old is the Chihuahua? I have 4 Chi and I love them. We should have 4 of them.
Oh, go on then.
She's 3.5.
She's wonderful.
No, 3. Well, she was 3 in October. She
was 3 in August.
Oh yeah, sorry, we got her in October. Yeah. Someone said, I'm guessing he doesn't appreciate being called Mr. Jumps. I don't think you're in.
I don't have any strong feelings about it really. I'm quite happy to be associated with you.
It's funny, yeah. I think it's just banter. Yeah. Mr. Jumps, what's your favourite cereal?
Oh, Crunchy Nut. I think that's the way. Is
that just at the moment though?
No, I do go through phases, but I always come back to Crunchy Nut. Crunchy Nut is the one for me.
Best way to grow a beard?
I think you can either grow a beard or you can't. I think that's a little bit to do with genetics. I mean, I started shaving from quite a young age, which probably meant that it started coming back thicker. So, if you want a nice full beard, you probably need to start shaving. Shave more, yeah.
Have we done? Is that it?
No, read that one.
No. Okay. How did you get work so far out of your league? Are you a billionaire?
No, unfortunately, I'm not a billionaire. I wish I was.
I wasn't sure. This made me laugh though, because someone put your forehead is massive, but we always argue over who's got the bigger foreheads.
It's because we've got big brains. You got to have a big forehead to fit a big brain.
I think mine is bigger.
No, mine's a 5 head. Yours is a 4 head, mine's a 5 head.
You should get a tape measure.
Mine is different. I've got a bigger head overall, but I've definitely... Look, if I went like that, right?
Mine's bigger.
No.
I think your hairline comes further forward. Could you do a series where you train Mr. Jumps to jump like you? Assuming he's a beginner, that'd be awesome for us newbies. I mean, I'm happy to do it. I'd rope you in.
I don't know. Was that a deliberate pun there? Rope me in.
Probably.
I don't know, maybe.
Funny, yeah.
Like, never say never.
I think that would be quite good. Let me know in the comments how many of you want to see that happen. And if enough of you want it, then I'm sure we can make it happen. But yeah, I think that kind of concludes the Q&A. I mean, there were some other ones, but some were inappropriate, some were kind of similar to what I've answered. Yeah, some were just a bit too off the wall. Did you enjoy that?
Wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. It's not very comfortable in front of a camera, but...
No, you did very well, so
good.
thank you.
Christmas special.
Yeah, this is like a Christmas special. I hope you like my tree, by the way, which I worked really hard on.
You did,
didn't
yeah,
I?
I'll give you that.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Do I get to say the famous lines?
And yeah, you can actually.
Yeah.
And I'll see you in my next video.
That's a wrap, innit?
How much on a scale of 1 to 10 do you miss Ellis?
Oh, it's from him. 10. It's a massive 10. I feel like we're a team. Like, I feel like we need to get the band back together.